Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I'm cheap that way. I didn't find the music. Good morning. It's Monday. It is currently 8:29 a.m. Central Time. You're supposed to be working. You're laying down. You're late, but that's okay. I got a song that maybe wake you up. If they'll ever play.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Alright, that's enough. That's like a 3-minute song. And if you can brush your teeth and splash the water in your face and start getting ready for late for work, guess what? You ain't gonna make it. You better call in late or just call in sick. Oh, dear shift, I can't make it. I don't feel good.
Yeah. Well, good
Yeah,
morning.
yeah. Well, hey, no, I haven't played my video. What the heck? Well. Okay, good morning, Chef. How you doing?
Good morning, AB. If you can hear us,
Hold on,
yeah,
let me
you're
unmute him.
muted.
Good
I
morning,
was gonna
Rocky
say,
Mountain Oyster
I, wa-
Lover.
I was gonna sit here till you unmuted my mic. I wasn't gonna do shit.
Oh, well,
Sit here
okay.
the
All right,
whole show with a muted mic.
we'll see. All right, there, he's muted.
And good morning to Captain Vic, John Camper, Gold Snapping Farmer.
Yeah. And, of course, all our lurkers out there. Yep.
There ain't no
So,
lurkers.
AB, are you, subscribed to John Camper?
No, I'm not. I trust somebody sent it to my something. Send it text message. I don't know. I'll subscribe.
Yeah,
There, you need to,
I
because
got you.
he's got an up and coming one you need to watch. It's here. It's soon to come. Joan Rivers talks to trainees and pays the price. You want to see that one?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
We didn't make it. We didn't make it very long after that little statement.
And if you're not subbed to Gold Snapping Farmer, he needs 11 subs to hit his goal of 777 for his big party. Yep.
Oh my God! Still, YouTube, you leave the man alone.
We had him up there, but
No, I know. I'm
um,
freaking YouTube stealing people. I swear.
It's not you. It's not your tube.
And good
It's
morning,
their tube.
Silverpaw.
No, it's YouTube.
Oh, I know.
No, it's their tube. It's their tube. It ain't your tube.
It's their tube. Yep. I'm surprised I'm holding at what I am right now for subs. Yep.
I don't even look at mine. I don't. I get on here just to aggravate people.
I know. And we love you for it.
I got confirmation. Agent J told me last night if the New York State Attorney General comes and locks me up for hate crimes because I won't go there to haul chicken, he'll bail me out.
Yep. Good thing.
Morning, Silver Paws 22.
Did you do that for me, Trust? Did you come get me out of the clinker in New York?
Oh hell no!
See what kind of guy you are.
Well, the only way they can arrest you is if you go to New York. You said you weren't ever going.
What?
Yeah. They
You think
can't.
that's?
They can't
think
cross
so?
state lines to get you.
Oh, damn! I'm upset now. I was hoping they would.
Hell no, but they'd be like, oh hell no, he's in Georgia. Fuck going there. We'll get our ass raped.
Oh, Brian Kemp ain't my favorite, but I don't think he would expedite me there.
Nanu, happy chappy.
Yep. Good morning, Happy Chappy.
Okay, happy chappy. There will be no sucking in chat unless you have a permit. You got to see Rocky Mountain Oyster Lover to get your permit. I don't know how much he's charging, but you got to stick it in the hole and they'll stamp it for you.
Yep, you donate, I'll send you whatever he's Oyster Mountain Pass thing, whatever he's talking about.
Hey, good morning, Dennis.
Dennis, good morning, hon.
Yeah, I don't know how many times Dennis won last night. I gave up after the first win. He said something one time. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. He was like, it's not my time yet. And I was like, well, fuck it. I'm out of here then. I get tired of waiting just to root on Dennis to win. And then here comes Cece with the win. I'm like, what the?
Out of nowhere.
Yep. Should be way back there tying my shoes. Next thing you know, she's crossing the freaking finish line. I'm like, what the heck?
Yep.
I think every time I've played, I've had a special needs runner for me.
Yeah.
He don't do very well.
But yeah, I don't know. So let's see. It is currently 59 degrees and partly sunny. Going to get up into the 90s. Yes, I said 90s in West Central.
What?
We're gonna have blowing winds and dust, and we got a fire danger the next couple of days.
We've had a lot of wind in Georgia. It's not been normal.
It's windy here today too. I don't know if you can hear my wind chimes, but yeah.
Nope.
76 is our high tomorrow, and then it dips back down again.
Nope. Good morning, Ginger Ninja.
Ninja, good morning.
No.
That was a crazy video. You did such an amazing job taking them plants out of that bug dirt. If you haven't watched Ninja Ninja's latest drop, watch it.
Oh man, you just ruined my entrance for you.
I don't know, but I got a bone to pick with her. I keep getting these things from Temu that has her name on it, trying to get me to buy stuff from Temu. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
They all know. They all see us on this platform, and they connect the dots.
Dennis is cold at 0 degrees. Brr. Yeah, Shift Kicker, I was going to ask you, have you ever had a problem with your dirt? And I was going to let you get into it because I saw your
I
comment you
have
put on.
only once, but I learned after, like if I'm using last year's potting soil, I always put it in a big bucket or in my wheelbarrow, and then I pour boiling water in it,
Yep,
so it kills whatever's in it before I use it.
yep.
You can tell they didn't let it go through the hemophilic process, or it would kill all those critters.
Yeah.
Right.
It surprised you, though, since it was a new batch of dirt out of a bag in a greenhouse. But yeah, they find ways to get in there. Sometimes they're sealed in there when they frickin' filling them up, too, so.
Yep. Well, temperature here is 31 degrees. Feels like 25. High of 40 today, but a high of 60 tomorrow.
And then
Yep.
you have entered
And
the
then,
twilight zone. What are you
then
going to have on Wednesday?
snow first. No snow and more snow.
Yep. For all you non-believers, buy a snow dancing works. Sorry, I wasn't meaning to get Shift in it, but she was in the path of which way the snow was going to go. So, unfortunately,
I see
Duck,
how you are.
Duck. Hey, Jenny, sweetheart. Good morning, darling.
All I
Morning,
say is y'all
Jenny,
keep that
sweetheart.
shit up there.
Oh no, we're going to be sending you some before.
Negative. Negative.
That's when you think spring's going to freaking really start going. You're getting it.
We haven't had nothing like that since 1993, and it's not going to happen now because I said so.
Oh no,
Jenny,
you're overdue.
No, Rocky Mountain Oyster Lover is AB from Tin TV.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he just doesn't know how to change his name. That's what happens when you're on a phone.
See, I'm at a disadvantage. I can't mess with my phone. I didn't even see. Now I see what you did. You nice guy. You.
Here, I'm fixing it. You ready? There.
I don't care. I don't care what you put up there. Doesn't matter to me.
Yep. He's gonna have a gay all the way day. Yep. That's right.
Very gay day. That's happy. That means happy.
Yep. Because he's old school, even though he's young. And so, I did have this whole thing, but I really feel odd doing it with Shift Kicker because she is a lady and a female. No, I'm not going to wait 20 minutes. No, I want to do it right off the bat, so I'm going to do it later on. But it has to do with women and women needing to know their role. And I'm not talking about the kind you bake in the kitchen either. Yeah. And don't worry, it sounds worse than what it is. But all you conservative women out here in the chat and all that, y'all need to step it up and start bitch slapping. Just walk down the street, walk down the freaking sidewalk to Walmart. You see one and you know she ain't no conservative. Just go up to her, say hi. And when she stops, just slap the shit out of her and keep walking.
That's not nice.
No, because they need to get their head out of their ass. And the only way you're going to do it is either be wearing gloves and you got to put that mask thing on because it's going to be smelly when you yank the head out their ass, or you just slap it out of there. Have you been on TikTok lately? I'm getting all the
my house and you do that to the dragon, see what that gets you.
Nah, I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried.
Keep telling me you don't know nothing about redheads.
Nah, see, redheads don't scare me.
Jenny, sweetheart, all you have to do is when you see yourself down in the basement, touch your icon. You can change your icon from there. You can change your name, and you're still up on panel. You don't have to jump down. Yep.
Man, I've been eating like a damn horse. Wow.
That's
Hungry.
that. Those are those shots you're getting.
No.
It will increase your appetite. That is one of the things. Yep.
Amongst other things, it does.
The snake guy up there. That's AB. I'll put AB so you're not confused, Jenny. Just make sure, send them emails. If you got a Temu account, send them offers for Temu. Now you know it's AB.
If you want to answer, I need
robot.
Yeah. I think you need to dump some oil into him. He's getting kind of rusty. Yeah, so you can change it in the basement too.
Yep, you can change it in the basement. But when you're up on panel, you can see yourself down in the basement. You just touch your icon, and a little screen will come up. It'll ask you to change your avatar. You know, you can change all that stuff right there, and it just goes automatically up while you're on panel. And you can have your mic unmuted and all of that. Works good. Yep.
A lot of fun stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I caught
see if my signal ain't better. I just crossed state line. That's why it went bad.
Hey, Daryl. Good morning. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Daryl.
So I'm going to clarify. Yeah, I'm going to clarify. All this stuff, all the shorts I'm getting now is because from TikTok, they're coming on, the YouTube. And I watch the husband, wife, freaking, they pull jokes on each other and shit. So now they started sending me all these other ones about women complaining about men. And you obviously could tell they're freaking gold diggers. They think they're worth more than whatever. And then you got the 50, 60-year-olds that hit the wall and complaining that they can't get a date because nobody wants to touch them. Yeah, I'm talking about those women. Clearly you could tell. So, yeah. But, the only way to fix it is if women correct the freaking problem because they're making y'all look bad around the world. Ooh, first live.
I can't wait.
Come on, man.
Can't wait. I'll be there with bells on.
Yeah, we'll send AB to go knock on your door during the live. We'll find him a good costume. Maybe he could be the peanut butter and jelly sandwich from the Little Caesars commercial.
Come on, man.
Yeah. See, he's happy chappy, and they're all bitching about dating too. Guys don't approach us. Guys don't do this. Guys don't do that. You have nothing to offer, ladies, and if you look at half the ones that are on there, no. I would shoot AB in the leg and send him to the hospital instead of letting him try to date some, so-and-so if he was single. So, hey, good morning, ROB.
Look, that really doesn't apply to my age group. The millennials are really having a hard time. I hear it from my son. I ain't messing with her. I'll see what she has got some money. That's all I hear.
Yeah, it's all about money. And now I saw a couple, and I'm like, really? And luckily, they're only like 40 seconds long. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't watch it because I'm like, yeah. But these ladies would go on a date, and they take their kids and then expect their date to pay for their kids' food, too. The hell you say? Yeah. And then the ones that throw their fit, when you ask them, what do you bring to the table? I bring all this. I can open up a Playboy and see a whole lot more. It's a lot better. Yeah, you bring anything on the table. Well, it's true, though. Think about it. I do everything else in the house. I clean, I do laundry, I cook, I wash dishes, I maintain the whole household.
You'd make a good.
What's the lady going to bring to the table?
Oh, I'm gonna be nice.
No, I'm just saying. They
My
better have
son
some.
likes old. He likes older women, and it pisses his mama off because there's been a couple of times that she's CSI'd some of his stuff, and he'll be like in their 40s.
Well, good for you, RLB. I'm not talking about you or anybody in chat. I'm talking about the people on TikTok. But good morning, longboarding mom. I have to admit, I'm sorry
Morning,
I did not
Mom.
watch the last video yet. But yeah, RLB, those are good starts. But it's not really about money. And yeah, it's good that you know how to drive. I'm kind of worried though because you didn't say you know how to cook. Because most of these women, they can't cook. They expect you to take them to fine restaurants to include their kids. No, it reminds me of that one series they got on Pluto about those non-married teenage girls that had kids. And then everybody watches Pluto TV and seeing that commercial. It's the one where she says, "Yeah, I want to tell you about this story where my baby's daddy pretended to be dead." Yeah, if you watch 5 minutes of that show, I tried to. I couldn't. I lasted 2.5 minutes. I had to leave. I'm like,
That's
I'd
normal for
fake
you
my
in every
death too.
category.
I'd fake my death too if you look at it.
Good morning, Lights.
Oh, you gave me that one. The 2.5 minute man.
Yeah, that's about a minute and a half longer than you, buddy.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I got the
yeah,
damn super serum going on.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Super serve. Yeah, we know what
Yeah.
they're injected you with. You just don't know.
No. No, I injected. Our wife does. There's no telling. I mean, I watch her pull it out
Yeah,
right in the behind.
yeah. Good morning, life of Bobby. Hey, just because you go to a building that says clinic, the building next to it that has a hole in the wall does not mean that's where you're getting your injections.
It's a
Yeah,
therapeutic
you're going
place.
to the wrong building, buddy. That's all I got to say.
Both genders go there, and I said that both genders because there's only two.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we
Uh-huh.
go fast, sometimes we go slow, RLB. That's okay. It's Monday. Trying to get
Gotta
people's
do
minds
it.
to work. Imagine
God,
this.
if I made a pill that got people's minds work, I would be. Oh, Donald Trump
Melvita,
ain't
good
got shit on me.
morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Malvetta.
Melvita.
Malvetta. Okay, whichever way. Sorry, my nose is getting clogged because of all the pollen here today. Fun. So,
Yeah, I'm staring at the pine trees, waiting on those little pods to start popping up. Won't be long with this weather like it is.
hey, Al Bundy. Yep. Look, one of my favorite lurkers. I heard Trust uses napalm to barbecue ribs. Hell yeah, baby. You know how to make Texas napalm when you're doing ribs. It's good.
Adds extra flavor.
Yeah, it's rich and thick, and it doesn't taste like chocolate. Oh wait, wrong commercial. Okay.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It's
What did you do
definitely
all
Monday,
weekend,
guys.
Trust? Did you sit and watch soap operas all weekend, or did you watch The View, reruns of The View?
Nope, I should have. I was working.
Come on, man.
Yep, I was hustling. I was out in those streets hustling.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
You're giving me plenty of ammo.
I no, I even walked into a Walmart. I took my son, my daughter-in-law to a Walmart because they wanted to go to Walmart. Now I hadn't gone in a Walmart in over 10 years or longer. Same amount as McDonald's. I don't go to those places.
Yeah.
Charge you with a hate
AD,
crime. Yes, ma'am.
this is what he did.
Probably. Run around his house butt naked.
Yeah, hey, I had to do laundry. Hey, B. Sherman, good morning. B.
Good
Sherman
morning,
said
dude.
pulling teeth out of the lizards all weekend. Lizards have
Teeth
teeth?
out of lizards. Is that lot lizards?
Yeah, well, John, I took them to Walmart. I didn't go into Walmart. I stayed in the car while they went in. Oh, hell no. You don't know what you're going to catch walking in a store like that. I don't care how cheap it is. Still China Mart.
Where can you go that's not China Mart anymore?
There's a couple places here. Mom and pop stores mostly. So
They still get shit from China. Ace
no,
Hardware is my go-to, and it's bad there too.
no, the mom and pop here they will not get nothing from China, and they'll explain to you. Yeah, this is yep.
They're just telling you that. What do we make here in this country?
Well, make a lot of your
Crafts-
people.
Craftsman is not even made here no more.
I don't know where they're making it, but I did see advertisements for Craftsman. What'd you say, shit? I'm sorry.
I said the My
Hey,
Pillows.
your
are
mic's
made
awful low.
Is that better?
What?
Yeah, what?
I said My Pillows are made in the USA, and so are all the materials that they use.
My Pillows. What's the damn things you put in the floorboard of your car? What is that? WeatherTech? It's made here.
Yep.
There's not much. Not like it used to be.
So I edited Chef's mic for her.
Oh, okay, better.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why it was so low. It's like AB was trying to play with the buttons or something.
I can't be
No, I
doing that. I'm
actually
driving.
turned it down when you were playing the music.
There's your answer there, AB. B Charm says trouble, fake money, and crazy kids. Exactly.
That's a pretty damn good answer.
Yep. But I don't know. I haven't even looked at the news yet. I think I'll look at the news. Hey, here we got solar eclipse coming up.
Yeah, when is that? April?
No, March something, I think.
Is it March?
Yeah, not coming up not too long.
If I'm not mistaken, that goes right over Eagle Pass down there where the border issues were.
Yep. Yeah, some people try to say that's going to be one of the 3 days of darkness that we're supposed to have this year.
Oh God.
And then we got some old.
I'm still waiting on the 10 days of darkness.
Oh, don't worry, you'll feel it when you get home. Your redhead of a wife's gonna freaking knock you upside the head.
Not till after 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, RLB says it is April 8th, and the schools are closed for the day.
See,
okay.
winter, I am.
Chicken dinner.
Okay, if it happens early, don't blame me. Oh wait, that's right. We're supposed to have an asteroid hit us, or have a real.
Well, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Did you catch the news of the military person that caught themselves on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
gonna
in
be more-
Tennessee last night.
There's gonna be more come out about that, and it has to involve multiple letters, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Miles got to talk about that, but too many people get butthurt on there.
I know. That's why I'm.
Drive careful, be charming.
Yep.
Oh, lunar eclipse. 3/24/25 for a lunar.
Yeah. See,
Whichever
that's
one's supposed to go over Eagle Pass. I can't remember which one it is.
yeah, that's on
Solar lunar.
325 March. I ain't worried about it. It's gonna happen between sometime there. It's coming. If we survive the asteroid.
Oh,
You gotta
God.
worry about the asteroid first.
10's been in your head with strange planets.
No. But when they show that video of that kid freaking dousing himself, I didn't see no patches on his uniform for one. Okay, and then for two,
I haven't even seen it.
he freaking said some things on there. I'm like, yeah, right. I can't be part of genocide. That motherfucker probably is still in basic. If he really didn't go to an army surplus store and buy the uniform, put it on. Okay, let you know, we are not bombing the crap out of freaking Palestinians. We're not part of the genocide. If you've been keeping up with it, we really have no part on it. We're stuck in the UN part, talking to Israel, and that's it. But my whole thing is that guy's an idiot. He had mental problems. They probably denied him having his sex change because he's in the military. Yeah, I'll call him out. Fuck his parents. His parents get all butthurt, tell him to freaking come up here. I'll let him up here. We'll have a little talk. I'll introduce him to the real shit because that's a bad representation of the military, for one. And for two, yeah, he didn't have any rank to be able to be involved in any operations anywhere around the world, let alone be latrine queen of his barracks.
Sadly enough, that's a pretty good percentage of the military nowadays.
Yep. But hey,
So anyway,
Yeah.
Chuck, AB, and chat. I do have an appointment I have to get to this morning. So
What?
I will be in chat, but and listening. Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah, but
verify
financial-
that last night. That was not discussed.
A financial advisor I was gonna that's to go see. So yeah.
yeah.
I sorry, AB, but you two will do just fine. I'll be in chat, but I've got to fly. So I'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Ta-ta.
Bye, ship. Love you.
All right. Love you too.
Wow, that was a sexy paramedic lady. Wow. Ooh. Hot blonde.
See, and the sad part is, if the dude, he had no ranking that I saw, no signals of any organization he was with on the uniform. That's why I even questioned if he really was in the military. And they're just running with it. For one, why aren't they prosecuting the person that was freaking holding the video camera or the phone and taping the shit? Yeah.
Good question.
Second, he's in intensive care. He's alive. They're taking care of him. Watch, he's going to try to file for disability. Watch. And get the military to pay for it. No. They got to ream his ass, say, no, he's a mental case. He's out of here. And the military.
He did it all on his own.
Oh, hold on. I got a kicker. She said, kicker.
Kicker.
Okay. No. Oh, she got kicked. Okay. She kicked herself. All right.
Booter. Ejector.
But yeah. So I'm kind of more ticked off on the other perspective because I watch shit outside the box. But that's where a lot of people get upset because of what I say. But hey, I'm blunt. I don't really care. That's why I'm different than all the other YouTubers. That's why Howard Stern won't go one-on-one with me live on YouTube. So he's a pussy. He never served one day in life. He wouldn't know what to do. Dennis says, timer out for the rest of the stream.
Yep.
No, she just advertised John Camper. I got to wait till she says something else. I can't time her out during John Camper because I still owe her a 10-second timeout. So, yeah, just saying. Yeah. But needless to say, it goes to, I mentioned this dude, this crazy nut. He's about about the age of all the shooters and all that through all these schools and stuff. So really think about it. The mentality of this generation is just freaking out there.
I'm just like, what? I mean, there's nothing other than somebody holding a gun to my children or my wife that I would even think about setting myself on fire. I'm like, what the fuck?
And that tells you right off the bat is mental stability. I mean,
I wonder if he'd do it again.
No, because he's going to be trying to get disability and all that other stuff. And he was so mentally distraught. I want to see his records if he was in. He was probably trying to get kicked out, and they wouldn't kick him out because they're hurting for people. And this is his way. He had to try to get a Section 8. And instead of putting on a dress, he decided to put on some gasoline. Yeah. If I was a military, I wouldn't even freaking do skin grass and stuff. Once he was able to freaking walk by, you're out. Boom. Kick him. Hey, vote for Pedro. Good morning. How you doing? I know it sounds rude and it sounds mean, but you know what? We can't afford taking care of these freaking crazy fucks that want to do shit like that. We got to pay for the Ukrainians, and we got to pay for all these illegals.
Yeah, we need to spend more money over there.
Yeah,
Jesus.
think about it.
Oh, that reminds me. Who was it? Salty Cracker put up video of Zelensky getting interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
That dude's on the shit. He done got through doing a little. I don't know. I mean, you can tell he's just not.
Yeah.
He's not sober.
Yeah. No, he's got all that money and his wife's spending it and he's doing the alcohol thing. And yeah, think about it. You know his time's coming.
I just passed my father-in-law.
Does he got red hair?
No. I thought that was him anyway. Yeah, it was a two-lane. It's a two-lane road, and you got the passing there, and I was like, that looks like my father-in-law.
Yeah. Good morning, Mountaineer Mama. Sorry about what your daughter had to go through. Hey, good morning, Rose Young. Thomas Hill, good morning. Yep. But AB.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Oh, damn.
You know, somebody. I don't think anybody ever asks you that in the morning. How you doing? That's why I decided to ask you. But how do you feel? Don't you think we should just stay out of everybody else's country's business?
Did I just lose the damn? Yeah, 100%. Sorry, I had a big smashed up deer in the road, and a car coming, and I had to slow way down, and I'm looking back at my father-in-law, make sure he didn't hit it.
Yeah. Well, Mountaineer Mama, I'm pretty sure by then you'll have a good way at telling her. You just won't tell her that he lit himself on fire and stuff. But that's why even with all these freaking celebrities that are freaking committing suicide, if they have problems or not, they got all the money in the world. They can afford all these freaking professional freaking counselors and all that other stuff. They can afford taking a break to get the help they need. But no, they commit suicide because they want attention. They want to be immortalized. And the sad part is all these other people are immortalizing them by keeping them up.
I was waiting on him to call me. If I jump off, you'll know why. I figured he'd done called me by now, cussing me. And he won't cuss me.
Yeah. Well, Dennis, you really look at it. It's not even your country, so think about it.
It ain't your anymore.
He says, I wish you guys would stay out of my country. It's not even your country. You let the Chinese in. You got more Chinese there than you do Canadians now. Dun, dun, dun. That's why you keep freaking having what's his name as the freaking leader. All the Chinese are voting him in. Well, that's okay. It was the many banks that you got freaking here in the U.S. We'll find a way to go ahead and just keep the money to help freaking pay off our national debt. Oh, now you want me to blame JT, huh? Oh, okay. You're on first name basis with him, huh? JT? So I couldn't even remember his name. Yeah, he must be one of those spies for the Canadian government. Yep, I agree with you, Gold Cypress Farmer. But yeah. So
maybe I got better signal now. Shitty signal.
Do you know what landmass in the world is the highest? Has the highest landmass?
What are you talking about? Per country or? Continent
No,
or
for its landmass. That's the highest as far as from sea level and all that. And I think they got it wrong,
probably
but I Googled that because I was doing research last night, and yeah.
Switzerland, maybe
Nope.
China.
Nope.
Okay, well I give up.
Antarctica.
I was going, that was in my brain, but I was like,
Yeah.
nah, I don't think so.
Yeah. And it's Antarctica. According to Google and all the others, because of the experts, because you know they're experts, because all they have is hypothesis. But yeah, it's Antarctica. That's why they're worried when all the freaking ice melts. The world's going to flood. Well,
There's a lot of
Antarctica's going to
question
flood
marks.
too, because there's a lot of it that's right there on sea level. If you look at the videos, you know.
There's a lot of question marks about Antarctica.
Oh yeah. That'd be a positive move if they did change it to PMS. But you know, hey. So like I said, global warming is still a farce. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Because every video I watched yesterday while I was doing research at the same time, yeah, they all mention hypothesis. It's always a hypothesis for them because it's a guess, but they're experts.
Hypo- Hypotheticals.
And yeah, and think about it. And they all mention, if you look at all the videos, they all mention, yeah, in the past, 10,000 years ago, yeah, we had carbon dioxide levels were so high that, you know, we had an ice age. But 10,000 years ago, we didn't have all the people and all the freaking industrial and all that. And doing research on that, I found out that the volcanoes, they even contradicted because half of the experts are trying to say volcanoes don't throw out as much carbon dioxide and all this shit in the air as the rest do. And then the other half was like, oh, no, they definitely do. And they came out with the freaking numbers. And like in 1 year, one freaking that Italian volcano, I can't remember the name of it right now, the one that's always active over here in
Starts with a
Belarus.
P. Starts
Yeah,
with a P.
I believe so. But it throws out like
Oh,
69 million freaking things, million of carbon dioxide, just one volcano. And we got over 500 active volcanoes, 50 that are constantly blowing every year. And all that human beings add carbon dioxide in the world is only 1% of the carbon dioxide thrown into the atmosphere. So you tell me 1% matters, and they can't figure out ways because they're not smart, because they know the earth is a living organism. And they can't figure out how many volcanoes we got underneath the ocean, too. Think about it. There's 100 of them underneath Antarctica alone. That's why the ice is melting. But they can't wrap common sense around their freaking stupidity liberal brains. It's all about the money.
agenda and money.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. The lakes. Yep. Gold cypher farmer throw out more CO2. And I won't even, you know, I didn't even touch on Pennsylvania with their freaking ever forever, you know, burning coal mine that's burning underneath the ground. It's been doing it for what, 50 years, 60 years? I don't know how many years. How much shit is it freaking throwing up there? Yeah. Yeah. But our 1% is supposed to be the part that matters. I understand they're just like, well, if we can control the 1%, maybe we won't go into climate change. No, the earth is going to do what the earth wants to do. It goes through cycles. Why can't they
Cycle.
understand that?
I think a lot of
Yeah.
the volcanic activity that went on in Arizona and California, all that was the same time frame.
Yeah. And
And we were
let's
talking
see, what
last
else?
night. We was talking about diatomaceous earth. You know anything about that? I used it when we
Yep.
had goats and stuff. That is
Uh-huh.
mined Washington, Utah area, and that is ocean crustaceans. So at some point in time, that area was ocean,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
Now, if you ever look at, I can't remember the website because I ran across it accidentally, and I saw it on YouTube videos too. But they show the carbon dioxide and all that freaking stuff being pushed out by pollutants. Okay, as we go, China and India are the two top
Biggest
freaking
polluters.
pollutants for industrial. Okay, and they try to say U.S. is number third, which is a lie because if you look at the numbers, the Middle East with their oil fields create more than what the U.S. does. You really look at it. How are we polluting so much if we don't create anything here? Think about it. It's all a lie.
It was probably a hell of a lot more during the Industrial Revolution in this country than it is now.
Oh, back in the Industrial Revolution, the biggest polluter was freaking Europe with their sweatshops and shit. And if you watch the shit in China, the real stuff, they got reporters on their report that, yeah, they try to cover up for the news media. Well, they'll spray their dead freaking fields green with paint when they're given the official go out to inspect to make it look like, yeah, they're abiding by, their standards and stuff. Yeah, I would never want to go to China. Fuck the Great Wall. That's the only thing I'd want to do in China is go see the Great Wall. And right now, I don't even want to do that. Be coughing up a lung, just freaking trying to walk the Great Wall. Yeah, I would love to send a video or an aerial picture of McCarran Airport in Las Vegas with all those private jets just parked there for the Super Bowl. Because that place was freaking humping and stumping with all the freaking people flying in just for that game. I don't know. I think they need to do away with freaking football altogether. It's a freaking sissy sport now. I think they need to go to reality what Hollywood have. And we go to rollerball.
Rollerball.
Yeah, that's how we fight our
Oh no!
wars.
What was the thing with Derby? Oh Lord, they were on roller skates.
Yeah, that's rollerball.
Well,
But
they used to
James
show
Caan
it
was
back
in
in
it.
the 70s.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, yeah, you're talking about just
Wait,
the
what
roller
is it?
derby.
Yeah, it was roller. Yeah, roller derby.
Yeah,
You're talking about the movie Rollerball, or death penalty.
yeah, fight our wars that way. But hey, Russia might have a chance to actually win something then.
Russia couldn't even beat Rocky. Come on, man. You got a dude that's twice the
I will,
size. The Italian stallion, they still couldn't win. Twice as strong, twice the size, couldn't beat him.
wait, I will break you.
I will, yep, I will break you. He is like a tank.
Mm,
I like Dolph Lundgren though. I've always you never hear any bad stuff about Dolph Lundgren.
yeah, now he's very intelligent too. He's got like 2 PhDs and freaking
He,
shit. He's
yep.
really smart. Yeah, that I can respect. But you know who else I respect?
Bro,
Huh?
who is that?
What?
Who is that?
Who?
Who else do you respect?
Oh, Denzel Washington. He doesn't play the clickbait games of the freaking media. He tells it as it is. He doesn't play race relations and all that other shit.
I think
He's
another good
actually a
one is
pretty
Morgan
smart guy.
Freeman,
Oh yeah, there's another one.
but that's old school. I mean, that's
Yeah, I think they learned from Sidney Poitier because Sidney Poitier was pretty intelligent and he was like that too. He didn't play that race thing. It's like, boy, the white man ain't holding you down. Your lazy ass ain't getting up before 11. Your ass should be up at 5 in the morning, freaking making breakfast for mama because she just worked 2 jobs and then your ass should go to work. We can tell them shit like that because, yeah, nowadays, yeah. So, how's your white privilege day today?
oh God. You speak
Yeah.
of that. We had an incident up there when I was unloading Sunday morning. Y'all got to stand in line and check in, and then when they call you back, you skip the whole line and go to the front, get your paperwork, and go in there and get unloaded.
Yeah.
And somebody mumbled to a guy that was right behind me. We had checked in. I got a door, and he told me about it down there. And sure enough, a man of color, I'm gonna be nice, screamed, "That's white privilege!" And
Yeah.
I told that dude, I said, "I sure am glad I wasn't there."
Yeah.
Everybody's got privilege, just no matter how you assert yourself.
Yeah. Hey, John, I understand what you mean about when the collapse and all that, but UN ain't going to come in and do shit. They're only going to do shit in the blue cities because all the liberals won't be able to know what to do. They'll be all panicking and shit and hungry. But as far as the rest of the
Freaking
country,
out.
I've seen face to face. I've been side to side with the freaking UN. Come on now. The UN has gotten their ass kicked from freaking tribes that had 1-shooter rifles in Africa. The UN, the blue hats don't freaking scare me. A bunch of country folk with freaking shotguns could take them out real quick. So as far as the UN, everybody talks the UN being oh big and bad. No. Yeah, they already have vehicles and all, but if they ain't got gas, think about it. Hell, our freaking sheriff's departments throughout Texas are better armed than freaking the UN is.
It's like NATO. Well, it's like I read something the other day that UK was trying to do a test on one of their missiles out of a sub, and their defense minister was on the sub, and they like to die because that thing did come out of the submarine and swirly around, and almost hit the sub.
Yeah.
Their shit it's garbage now.
Because you got to look at it. Who funds the UN? Where did they get these people from the UN from? Yeah, all the countries that belong to the UN have to give people. Do you really think any of the American people that are in the UN military are going to go up against Americans? No. Because then they got to deal with the Guard, the Reserve, the active duty. Yeah, that ain't happening. Collapse, no collapse. That ain't happening.
Not at this point in time, but if they have their way with putting the refugees in the military and other things like that, because I know you're aware of 29 Palms, correct?
Yep.
And yeah, that question was asked multiple times in that survey.
Yeah.
Would you go against the American people? And that was the great George Bush that did the 29 Palms.
Yeah, because people keep forgetting. If we have economic collapse, it's going to be martial law, and the president ain't going to be in charge. It's going to be the military. And the hell, the Joint Chiefs of Staff are going to hand shit over to the UN. Liberal or not, they will not hand the shit over. Because if you hand it over, then that means they get to take over everything, the nukes, everything else. Yeah, that ain't happening. The UN can't protect themselves, let alone freaking a country our size. Now I can see them going into New York, taking shit over, and then trying to
Small
broadcast.
area, yeah. I can agree with that.
Like, oh, we're doing this everywhere. No, you're not, motherfucker. Come this way.
That's just like right now. I truly believe that NATO wouldn't stand a chance if they were declared, was it Article 5? I mean, even Putin come out and said, "I'll nuke every one of y'all before you even declare Article 5." Russia's done one thing: they never stopped their missile technology. They've always been pretty well top notch on their missile stuff. The rest of the stuff with the subs and aircraft carriers, they didn't have the money. We broke them when Reagan was in.
Mm-hmm.
It bothers me because they're hardened, and our military is really not hardened. Like Russia's been fighting and fighting and fighting. The Chinese. That's why I say everybody's worried about Chinese. But can you name the last time Chinese been in a war?
Yeah, they were in the Korean War, and they tried claiming that
Got their ass kicked.
Yeah, they got their ass kicked, but yet they try to claim it in all their movies and all that it was a win for them. It wasn't a win. They got their ass kicked.
In World War II, they got their ass kicked because Japan took over a lot of China.
Yeah.
Now they got the Japanese pissed off, and they're building up their military now.
Yeah.
It's one thing for sure. It's a hotbed right now. Everything it's very hot.
John, being on both sides of it, I respect your opinion on it, but UN ain't shit. I'm telling you right now. I ain't worried about it. They could have shit here. Hey, that's more stuff for us. We'll do a reverse Afghanistan on their ass. So, all right, Thomas.
Coming over here. That would be a bloodbath.
Yeah. Hell, MS-13 could take freaking the UN on and kick their ass. Just saying.
It wouldn't be fun. It would not be fun, but they would be a bloodbath. There'd be a lot of holes and blue helmets. Because never underestimate the redneck. Some of the finest shooters I've ever met, some country folks.
Well,
and
John Campbell, I understand what you're talking about, but I think you're a little misdirected in the Bible because America isn't in the Bible, for one. There's a reason behind it because we support Israel. So we'll be considered part of Israel. And anybody who goes against Israel is going to have a hard freaking time up until all the way into Armageddon. So think about it.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I don't think there's, because I've asked that question. Because, they changed the names of areas in the Bible.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it said West, the West.
Yeah.
They'll take power. Discovered.
If you read more into it, John, they will take power, but you got to look at it also. They don't have complete power. By the time they take freaking complete power, the rapture's already happened. And then they start freaking doing shit to themselves, and the Antichrist is going to start doing stuff and splitting his freaking troops that supported him and all that, and then Jesus comes and kicks his ass. So ultimately, they've already lost. So, you got to be able to interpret the Bible completely and how everything is written down. And
I try to steer clear from religious discussions. Politics, no more. Religious discussions. Because, what you're saying is true. How, even going to church, how the preacher is interpreting, you might not agree with that.
A lot of preachers nowadays don't even teach the Bible. They're still all hunky dory. They won't. I'm not saying say fire and brimstone, but they should be telling people to piss them off. You need to get your shit straight. And that's why I want to touch on. That's why I want to touch on the subject with women and how they are nowadays and stuff. And it's not all women, but the ones that aren't involved in it should be the ones head-fronting to freaking correct these other women. Because these other women that keep getting divorced because they fell out of love from their husbands, or they just didn't feel like being married anymore, and they see the grass ain't green on the other side and they're unhappy. There's a reason behind they're not happy. It's because they don't have God in their personal lives. And I'm not saying you have to go to a certain church and all that, but without God in your life, if you want to use the Bible strictly says what a woman's supposed to do. And the woman's not doing it correctly if she's filing for divorce because she's bored or she fell out of love. You talk to people who've been married 50 plus years, they don't love their spouse every single day of those 50 years plus.
There's a little thing you do called vows.
Yeah.
That's a contract to a certain extent. Till
Yeah.
death do you apart.
Yeah. See, and the only reason, and some of the females that haven't been around with me since the beginning is like, don't get me wrong. A woman is capable of doing anything a man can if she actually puts motivation behind it. Now, I've had women in the military that served underneath me that any day of the week, I'd have them by my side because they're a whole lot better than freaking some of the freaking guys that were in the military. So don't get me wrong, I support women. And the way I'm dishing on, I want to dish on this subject later on in my streams is going to be because you got to motivate all women to correct the situation because these other women aren't going to listen to a man when they think men are the problem, and it's not men being the problem, it's their inner selves that are the problem. It's very fine, definite goals in the Bible. If you want to use the Bible, what these roles these women are supposed to do. When they quit the marriage, they quit their kids. And if you get down to it, that's why we have all these kids and all these problems, because the mom thinks they can do the dad role. You can't. A woman cannot do a fatherly role. That's why we have all these problem kids.
Now, my hat's off to the ones that work really hard because there are. I've got a friend of mine.
I go back to partner.
They try to do it, but yeah, I mean, I kind of somewhat agree. That's why women are women and men are men. Yeah. I love women to death, and I'd never want to be one because they got a tough life.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I believe women came from the rib and how it as in the Bible. Don't quote me. So I'm not quoting straight out of the Bible, reading right out of the Bible, but we're supposed to be equal. So don't get me wrong, I don't think women aren't equal to us, but some of them need to be slapped side the head a couple of freaking 100 times by another woman because they think they're princesses and they think they're owed shit and they ain't owed crap. Just like the freaking males nowadays think that they're owed shit. If you look at half these videos that they put out there, these women come home. Oh, they had a bad day. My husband this, my husband. And what have you been doing all day? He's been working all freaking day. You complain that he's working all day. He comes home, he's tired. You don't know anything about his freaking job. He's paying the bills. You stay at home. You ain't got no kids, and you're bitching that he's tired. I didn't see that way he wasn't going to be tired after a long day at work supporting you. Where's that in the vows? Think about it. That's why 70% of women initiate the freaking divorce just in this country alone. And close to 10% is from actual physical abuse, so the rest is all bullshit. Think about it. So 10%, I think the courts are screwed up because the courts should make them go through freaking, what do you call it? Especially if kids are involved, they should have to go through couples counseling for a year before they could get a divorce.
I had to do that before I even got married.
Yeah, because if kids are involved, they need to understand, and they need to have freaking tests on some of these counselors too, because some of them are just out there. But when kids are involved, the parents need to understand and work on some type of relationship. May not say the marriage, but it'll work the relationship where both people have to understand they got to be involved in their kids' lives. But a lot of these women,
if that don't work, I got pills for it.
Yeah, and a lot of these women have never let the men be in their kids' lives. So then the kids would go out there in the streets, become gangbangers, and end up in jail. Whose fault's that when the dad's trying to be part of it and he can't?
Some of that is by design.
Yeah.
Don't want to have families.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see a Rothschild passed away? Speaking of some current news.
Nope.
87 years old.
Mm.
Can't remember what his name was, but I caught that early this morning.
So one of the old Rothschilds, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll be hearing about the battles he's going to take over and all that other shit then. You know, they'll be doing a pulp, because they're one of the 12 families.
Yep. They'll be puffing smoke, trying to figure out colored smoke, trying to figure out who's going to be in charge next.
Well, they just announced 19 minutes ago that active duty airman, supposedly active duty airman, died. So he didn't survive the night. And that is being reported by ABC News. So if that's not the true story, then blame ABC News. I'm just reading the headline off them. So half our problem is I don't think half these kids should freaking have to freaking, they should pass an intelligence test, like our senators and congressmen and all that need to have an intelligence.
How the hell could AOC pass one?
She got she would have to get them all freaking drunk and shit.
Oh, she called hell at some town hall meeting or something over the weekend, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing more and more people freaking buying a mess load of shit at grocery stores that I didn't see them buying before. I think they're finally getting the word to start prepping up their shift kicker. Because she just put that message down. That's why you need to prep and be prepared. Yep. And Dennis says it was Lord Jacob Rothschild passed away.
That's it. Wonder what he was in the ranks.
I think it was the top dog. If I remember his face, and I'm guessing correctly, that was him.
Creepy ass old looking English man.
Yeah, he sort of looked like Biden, a little taller, and didn't have dementia. It was bad. Yeah, Mountaineer Mama, you've ran into those too, huh? She says you're the young girl in the store telling her friend, I'm too pretty to have to work. Well, if you don't work, there's only two things you can do. Social media. So you're going to be a social media freaking hooker, or you'll be a hooker in real life. Because without any skills, I guarantee you that young lady doesn't know how to cook, let alone boil water. Oh, trust that ain't right. You got to give her the benefit of the fountain. No, the hell I do. When she's got more time on this earth than my freaking shoes do, then we'll talk. Even my shoes know. They may be pretty, but they got a job to do.
All right, people. Y'all need to act right.
See, and here's the thing: these climate experts. We're going back to climate real quick. They admit that the Earth is a living organism, right? Because of everything that's going on in the Earth. But yet we're still having freaking battles about abortion and upon conception, if it's an actual living organism or not. So all you freaking pro-abortionists that believe in climate change, yeah, you may want to stick your head a little further up your butt. Maybe you won't get pregnant.
Damn, you're on a roll today.
Oh, I could be on a roll all week long, but I'm not going to do long streams because it can get hot here today.
Yeah, hot. Uh-oh. Blue lights. We've had an accident. Glad it's on that side of the highway and not my side.
Oh, remember, John, I watched the news thing came out yesterday. Not the mainstream media, but as one of its little bitches in a town, and they had a thing they're talking about. There's no such thing. There's no Luciferous thing in it. They used it to test the vaccine before they made the vaccine. But they go on to say, well, they named it the Lucifer, and it's the glow in the dark stuff that the government is trying to pass in a bill that they can mark your body on one of your arms to show that you've been vaxxed.
They're doing that overseas. I think
Yeah,
Europe, big time.
yeah. The U.S. Some of the senators are trying to pass a bill on that too. Well, I have a problem with that because nobody's going to mark me because the last people that got marked were the Jews. Think about it. And you know how they ended up? They got marked and then they got thrown into an oven. Yeah.
Then
But
George Soros.
there's a lot of
Then
freaking,
George Soros went there and got their gold teeth after they were cooked.
yeah. And there's a lot of people like George Soros. Oh, that never happened. Oh, really? How'd you get all those teeth, George?
All that gold. That's dude's a crypt keeper. Oh God.
I'm just reporting what's in the news. So YouTube, like I said, I'm not an expert. That's like I don't know my Boehner thing. We're not professionals. Do your own research, but this is the shit they're reporting. They keep trying to change their story to make it seem like a whole lot better.
You got about 5 minutes of me before I pop these air brakes, and I gotta do what I always do: work on this damn truck. Never ending, man. I've got job security every day.
Yeah. All right, Dennis, you have a good day at work. Don't worry, we'll be watching your bank for you. Or should I say banks? Yeah, if California ever freaking falls into the ocean for the big quake that I believe is going to happen this year, for one, Californians will be screaming, "We need help," and we ain't going to have no money to help them, to rescue them, let alone rebuild. And for two, I'll head that way, but I'm going to take my gold pans. Got to be panning for silver and gold, looking for Dennis's banks. And AB Shift Kicker says she sent you John Camper's link. Yeah. Yeah, I watched a good series. I'd have to try to look at my history on YouTube, the name of it, but the guy, well, this channel actually brought up a 1980s version of the End of the World Revelations and how they were pushing it back then. And if you watch the old VHS video that he shows on the stream, oh man, it hits the part. Those people were freaking, they freaking called it all. According to the Bible, what's going on now, and all the other shit. You'd be like, yeah. Let me see if I can bring up my YouTube side. I got to go to my history. I don't know if it's going to show what I watched on TV. I think it does. Oh, history. Blah, blah, blah. And was that on YouTube that I watched it? I might have watched it on Pluto. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, let me. Freaking commercial. I hate commercials. That's why sometimes I just want to get in my vehicle and I just want to freaking drive, just like I listen to real commercials on the radio. Okay, my channel. Why'd you get somebody there instead? Oh, there's my live. And if people were wondering why I had my Memi up today, is I had some people complaining about the Memi I had on my last stream. That was too scary. So,
Too scary.
yeah. Is that the zombie coming out of the
Mimi?
ground?
Mimi?
Yeah,
You're Mimi?
the Mimi or the Memi or whatever you want to call it.
Meme.
Whatever. Meme?
Mimi.
Yeah. I don't know which country you're from. It's Meme. Meme.
Meme.
No. The second E can't be silent. It doesn't work with the English language.
Oh my God.
Okay, I just put a link up there. It doesn't have the title on there, but yeah, that's the one that talks about the apocalypse. About halfway through, the guide talks about and shows the '80s one, and yeah, you'd be surprised with some stuff. I know John Kemp is going to be like, "Oh shit, I've seen that one." Yep. We try to please, John. We try to help out. You know, like I said, I respect most of your opinions and I like most of your channel, but I mean, I'm going to agree to disagree on that one about the UN because I got personal, up close, or personal freaking knowledge of them, and yeah, no. Yep, Jenny Ninja. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yes, lady, the light is green. You can go when it's green.
Maybe she's colorblind. She can't see green.
I'm not even gonna. Oh God! And you're gonna do a U-turn? What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Yeah. Hey, it's not too bad, John, because most people out don't even get a 95%. And you're sitting like 95 to 98% agreement with each other. So, I mean, that's not bad. That'll shock some people that have been with me for a long time. And it's definitely going to shock the lurkers. They're like, what? Yep. So, AB, what's on your agenda today? We know Shift Kicker's doing medical.
Work on this truck.
What do
Always
you
got
get?
something to do.
What do you
Nuts
got
to
to work on the
tighten.
truck?
We got to check my flux capacitor.
Oh, okay.
I've got to fix my inverter back there. It
You
fell
still haven't
off.
fixed
It
that
just
inverter?
I've put a new one in here, but I was in a hurry and only put 2 screws holding it up, and it came loose last night, which was kind of my fault because I jerked on the cord. Just always, I mean, there's always little things to do when you have one of these jokers, and you got to look at stuff. I mean, I try to do post trips and get out and look at it and come back. May need a mud flat. I mean, there's just always something to do. I own 2 trailers and 1 truck.
Yeah.
And
Yes, Chef. I knew it was about investment, but I was just trying to let you know it's going to be a pain in the ass. You have a headache, you'll probably want to go to the doctors afterwards. So, in the long run, it's going to be medical. Sort of like how AB, when he tries to screw in those holes, and he's going to get a headache and have to do medical also. And Pedro, I'd be the same way. Like, oh, hell no. I got a nephew going to New York to do his internship as a lawyer. And I keep talking to my sister saying why. He already went there trying to work for, he worked for NBC as a supposedly a publicist journalist. And yeah, he had like 5 roommates in a 1.5, 2-bedroom apartment. So now he's going to go be a lawyer, and he's still going to need 4 or 5 roommates just to freaking live there, let alone crime, won't have a car, all this other crap. No.
Refugees curb stomping you from behind.
All his paycheck's going to go to pay just to live there, and that's it. When he could go to another city, even something I don't recommend, but at least he'll be able to afford an apartment by himself, have a car.
Hell, what city's that? Because Atlanta, you can't. There's no way unless you're making bukus of money, you can afford to get an apartment down there.
Well, I heard El Paso, you can still do that.
Who in the hell wants to be in El Paso?
Exactly, but hey, here they need lawyers. I hear they need lawyers.
They need lawyers. Well, shit. Let me get off here, Trust. Oh, I'm gonna get out here and stretch a little bit.
All right, AB. You try to have a good day. Good luck on your screwing adventures.
Yeah, there's nothing better than doing some screwing. Yeah, y'all have a great day. We'll catch you later.
All right. Thanks for coming out, brother. And you too, Chef. You have a good one. Yeah, you better pay attention. when it comes to finances, you definitely got to do that. And I got about 10 more minutes. So let's see what else I could do. I don't know, Mr. Camper, you at work or you at home right now? So I was going to say, if you're at home, I'll send you an invite. You can pop up here real quick. Tell us a little bit about your channel. Yes, you, Mr. Camper. Unless we get two campers. I send you the link. You want to come up here for a few minutes? I got about 10 minutes before I got to go. I mean, you don't have to have your camera on. You can have your camera off. Alrighty. Well, I know 10 and Shift are trying to get you on their show, so. But we'll see how that works out first. If that doesn't, then we'll try to do the morning one if you're ever free. We'll just need to know when you have free time in the morning. We could do that. I'm flexible. I would invite Pedro up here, but I don't know how well his English is. You know, with a guy's name of Pedro. Habla español y inglés, mijito. I gotta mess with him. Hey, not a problem, John. I tried getting Happy Chappy up here, but he's always off to work, so, you know. Hey. But, yeah, let me look at NASDAQ. Looks like it's 0.23% up. Not all markets, but, yeah. They're still talking about that airman that died. Okay, they found a shipwreck was found that sank 120 years ago after the bodies of the crew washed ashore. You think after 120 years, the bodies, wouldn't it just be like skeletons? If the fish even left any of it? And that's being reported by CBS News. But let's see, what else? Sorry, I'm having to update. Freaking YouTube keeps freaking going to top chat and lagging. Really wish they'd fix that. Hit refresh. Move it to live chat. But, yeah. Oh, who was it? Somebody was talking about a poll this morning. I can't remember who it was. But they interviewed people from around the world and everything else. And the number one question they asked all the people from America to Africa to Europe, Asia, and all that is if they believe that the end of the world was coming. And the highest percentage, like 70-something%, believe that the end of the world was coming within their lifetime. Yeah. Number two was Africa. They believed, I think it was like 68%. But this is possibly going to be the end of the world in the next couple of years. Orderly Holmes. Okay, only Spanish swear words. Okay. But, I don't know. So I want to know, Pedro, are you going to jump in the ring and go up against Mr. T if Haley finally gets booted out? Since she can't win anything. I mean, yeah, she did an okay job working in the UN. There's the two-letter organization again. But she had a big problem, and this is what I keep trying to say. Women are capable of doing the job. Most women, not all women. The ones on TikTok, I won't even let them go get freaking coffee and donuts for the freaking office. And they get lost. They're too busy on their phones. But yeah, there's some jobs, especially government, when you have to deal with international countries. It's like Muslim countries don't respect women. Y'all have heard it. Women are property in these Muslim countries. They're second citizens. And some of them, they're definitely property. The goats are second citizens, and the women are third citizens. And that sure pisses you off. It pisses me off. We had to be in those countries, and having the airmen that were females with me, I knew they were getting ticked off. I had to watch them more closely if they weren't shooting some these air holes. But some of these countries, they know how to play the game. Oh, just pretend like you listen to her, and agree, but no, because she's a woman. No, we're not going to do business with her. And that's where a lot of stuff doesn't get taken care of. So even though she did a good job, and she did good speeches that somebody else wrote for her, a lot of stuff never got done in the UN. But president, no. Sorry, Nikki. You had a better chance of maybe being like Secretary of State, but yeah. Otherwise, we end up with a VP yet again, like we have right now. All she knows how to do is giggle. Yeah. Because everything's funny to her because she thinks we're all stupid. That's why she's laughing. But what can we say? So I hope everybody's going to have a blessed day today because I got like 4 minutes left. And, yep, exactly Life with Bobby. What VP? Well, it's just their title, nothing else. Like I said, they haven't been able to break that plexiglass ceiling yet. And someday they will, but unfortunately they won't do it. Probably the end of the world's probably going to come first, unfortunately. Yep, exactly, Pedro. They're able to go to school. When we're there, we deserted them, and yep, now they're back. They're not supposed to be educated or anything else. They can't drive. They're getting beat, stoned, and freaking imprisoned, if not killed, because they don't wear their little towels over the head. You know. But hope everybody has a nice day. I don't know how your weather is. I know some places it's going to be cold. Other places it's going to be rainy. And other places it's going to be just straight out hot. Texas, yeah, we're hot. But our temperature is going to change probably Wednesday night. If it changes early on Wednesday, then we may get some snow flurries, but not counting on it. We'll be in the 20s come Thursday morning. If we hit 40, 50 degrees, we'll be happy, but I'm hoping we do. At least 50s. And then Friday we'll be back at 70s, 80s, and warm up again till the new front comes through and we start getting rain and cold. And yeah, like I said, spring is not here yet, but we're going to get the rain first because March is coming in, and March is on Friday. Oh, one thing I was talking about and then stopped talking about it. I can't remember that Padres name in the past, but he predicted, I think there's a YouTube video on it too, about not going out on the 29th of February. And he lived like 100 years ago or something. So, they're trying to work him up like Nostradamus, but he's been pretty well right on the predictions he did right. And I can't remember the pastor's name right now. I'm trying to look it up while talking, but yeah, he was well known because he was the pastor that had the stigmata. When he became a padre, he ended up having the marks on his palms and his feet and all that, like Jesus had when he was crucified. Now, if it was real, I don't know. I wasn't around 100 years ago or so, but it was kind of interesting on that one. But yeah, just put religious predictors of end times or whatever, and one of them should come up. He's a pastor. He's dressed like a monk, so you can't miss him. And if they mention the stigmata one, then you know exactly who he is, and then you'll see exactly what he's talking about on the 29th. But, he also talked about the 3 days of darkness along with a couple others. And, yeah, you may want to know what's going on with that because, yeah, we get 3 days of nothing but dark, like Alaska during its winter times. Like, yeah, I ain't going up for shit. Nope. I'll just stay inside and watch my Pluto, my Tubi, and watch my Prime Video. And, yeah, have me a barbecue. Yeah. Yep, John. I don't know much about it. I just know that they covered the stigmata thing, and yeah. But that one end of the world thing, they actually talk about Armageddon and how all the spirits are around the world right now after the great flood that died, the giants that died, but their spirits are still around, all the satanic stuff. How people are going away from Christianity and believing in, if you think it will happen type of religions and shit like that instead. And you watch that and you think about everything that's going on and you've seen everything that's been going on in the last 30, 40 years. You know why we're going down the drain. But, hey, like I said, do your own research, find out the stuff. And, like I try to clarify earlier, I might be harder on women, but, they are equal. And the only reason is some women just, they're so busy in their life, they don't see the outside world. And if you could save one other woman from what she's doing wrong and direct her in the way to go right, hey, we won the battle. We could at least get one more and correct her direction. Of course, I'm talking about, Christianity, the Bible, and stuff, but, there's just ones out there that don't believe in it. They're atheists, and hey, that is completely up to them. That's their choice. When they see Jesus coming down, they'll be screaming his name. But nobody, not even me, can say if it's going to be too late when they see Jesus and they want to be saved and they see everybody else being pulled up. That's got to be completely up to Jesus and God. So, but I love y'all. Remember to tell everybody that you love them, even if you're mad at them. So you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. Hell, asteroid can land on your head. You never know about it. We'll try to make it funnier and more interesting tomorrow. Definitely on Wednesday and Thursday when the weather turns bad here. And let's see what else. Oh, yeah. If you don't believe it, check out George Carlin's old videos on YouTube. You'd be like, man, that guy knew shit. He was connected. I wonder how he could freaking talk about the stuff that's happening now and it's been happening. Yeah. A lot better than Kathy Griffin. Tell you that much. Is she even around? I don't know. Did the Vaxi Vax take her finally? Who knows? I'm going to read chat real quick before saying goodbye. Oh, yeah, that's completely wrong there, Pedro. Yeah. Yep, and the NWO, yeah. I've read and seen that too, and yeah. So that's why, I don't say you need to go to an actual physical church, but you do need to have a personal relationship with Jesus and God. And I'm not going to get into this argument, well, Jesus is God. Well, Jesus is part of God. Jesus is the Son of God. He's my Lord and Savior, and yours too, hopefully. And yeah, he sits at the right hand of the Father. But Jesus cannot be ultimately God and be sitting on the right hand of the Father. That means God is the Father, Jesus taking the role. Think about it. It's the bloodline. Oh, wait. I'm not talking about WWE either. Yeah. But yeah, check out some of the things they talk about on YouTube too, or TikTok, or X, or whatever they call it. Some of these celebrities. Yeah. You'd be like, I ain't watching those suckers anymore. There's quite a few coming out saying stuff. Like Gene Simmons, I'll never listen to Kiss anymore with Gene Simmons. And I'm talking about because they're all, oh, if you didn't get the backs, then you're the enemy. Yeah. Well, Gene Simmons, you're an idiot. All right, because I'm still standing. I never got anybody sick. And yeah. You got health problems, buddy, mentally and physically. Want to know the difference? I didn't get the Jabberwocky. You did. Bum, bum, bum. You sold your soul. That's all I got to say. And I'm going to go ahead and do this for Shift Kicker because she's probably not listening because she's paid attention to her financials. But yeah. So remember, be blessed and not stressed. Check on your neighbors, especially the elderly. Smile at someone. Make your day. And if they give you that word look, don't try to hold a conversation. Just keep walking. All you did is smile. You don't want to get no confrontation. We got weirdos out there too. So, Pedro, I live in Texas. So, yeah. All of you, please be safe. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Hopefully see you on some streams. I believe Snoopy Stacks is doing a live stream at 12:30 today, I believe. Don't know after that. Can't remember if it's Silver Paws or Ghost Type Farmer. Usually does one at 105, 130, somewhere around there. So I'll catch you around the streams. And I'll be watching your videos, try to catch up. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. And remember, look out for those motorcycles you're driving around. They don't have airbags like you do in your car. All right. And if you hit one, you never know. If it's a female, it could be Shift. And we need our shifties, so please be careful out there.